Buried deep in the chaos of World War II was a secret so dangerous. Even Hitler's own generals questioned it. A project that promised to tip the balance of the war forever, but could just as easily destroy the world itself. This was not a tank, not a plane, not even a bomb as we know it. It was something darker, something deadlier, and something the world was never meant to see. This is the story of Hitler's deadliest secret project. The dream of superweapons. Hitler was obsessed with wonder weapons, the so-called Wunderwaffe. He believed that if Germany could unleash just one decisive technological breakthrough, it could turn certain defeat into victory. Rockets, jets, even chemical weapons, nothing was off the table. But one project stood above them all. One so secret, most Germans never even knew it existed. A project that combined advanced physics with pure desperation. Enter the nuclear ambition. The Nazis were racing to build the atomic bomb. While the Allies pushed forward with the Manhattan Project, Hitler's scientists were working in the shadows, chasing the same nightmare. Uranium was mined, secret laboratories were hidden, and brilliant yet divided physicists debated whether they could harness the atom for Hitler's war. The dream? A single weapon that could vaporize entire cities, leaving nothing but ash and silence. The scientists struggle. But here's where it gets darker. Unlike the Manhattan Project, Hitler's nuclear program was riddled with conflict. Werner Heisenberg, a Nobel Prize-winning physicist, led the effort. Yet to this day, historians argue, was he genuinely trying to give Hitler the bomb, or secretly sabotaging the project from within? Some claim he slowed progress on purpose. Others insist he failed simply because Nazi Germany lacked the resources. Either way, the stakes were terrifying, because if the Nazis succeeded, the world would look very different today. The reactor in the Black Forest. In 1942, deep in the Black Forest of Germany, the Nazis built an experimental reactor. It looked crude stacks of uranium cubes suspended by chains in heavy water. But its purpose was chilling, to trigger a nuclear chain reaction, the first step toward an atomic bomb. Allied spies learned fragments of this project through intercepted communications and mysterious scientific shipments. For a time, the Allies feared they were too late, that Hitler was on the brink of unleashing the deadliest weapon mankind had ever conceived. The race against time. By 1944, Allied intelligence panicked. Reports suggested the Nazis were closer than anyone imagined. In a daring operation, known as Operation Alsos, Allied forces raced across Europe, capturing German labs, seizing documents, and even kidnapping scientists. Their mission was simple: discover the truth and stop Hitler at any cost. The result? They uncovered the shocking state of Hitler's nuclear program, and it wasn't what anyone expected. The truth revealed. The Allies discovered that Hitler's atomic project was far behind. Heisenberg's reactor never achieved a sustained chain reaction. Germany had uranium, but not enough heavy water. Their scientists were brilliant, but divided. The Nazis were nowhere near building a working bomb, and yet the fragments they left behind showed that, given more time and resources, success might have been possible. The world had dodged a bullet, or perhaps a firestorm. The what-if scenario. Imagine for a moment. Berlin, 1945. The war is collapsing, but in a final gamble, Hitler unleashes a working atomic bomb over London or Moscow. Millions dead in an instant. Would the Allies have retaliated with their own bomb, turning Europe into a nuclear wasteland? Would the Cold War even exist, or would it have ended before it began, in nuclear fire? These questions remain haunting what-ifs, but they remind us how close humanity came to catastrophe. But was the bomb Hitler's deadliest project, or was there something even darker? The other deadly secrets. The nuclear project was terrifying, but it wasn't Hitler's only secret. His regime experimented with nerve agents like tabun and sarin chemical weapons so lethal, just a few drops could kill thousands. For reasons still debated, Hitler never deployed them. But combined with a nuclear bomb, these horrors could have reshaped civilization itself. In Hitler's twisted vision, science wasn't a tool for progress, it was a weapon of annihilation. Hitler's deadliest secret project was more than a failed science experiment. It was a chilling reminder of how war twists human genius into engines of destruction. The Nazis failed to build their bomb, but their attempt forced the Allies to succeed, and in doing so, unleashed the nuclear age we live in today. So perhaps the real horror is this. Hitler never dropped the atomic bomb, but the world still did. And the question that remains is haunting. In the next great war, what secret project might decide humanity's fate?